This hair gel is apparently hat and hood resistant. We shall see. It's not. This is going to be quite a long video, so if you're not comfortable now, make sure that you are. Sorry about the background noise. Well, not really. Basically, it's as hot as a cow's rectum in here, and the fact that they are spreading cow shit all over the field across from my road, it also smells like a cow's rectum in here. So it's like living in a cow's rectum here at the moment. I'm not turning the fan off because if I do, I'll probably die halfway through this video. So, WALL-E by Disney Pixar. Wow, I was impressed. Considering that the two main characters in the movie have about 5 words of dialogue, which they tend to repeat a few times throughout the film, there must be a total between the two lead characters, Wally and Eve. Must be a total of about 15 lines, made up of 5 words, all of them being single words just used again and again. I'm talking crap, but basically there's no dialogue in the film, and considering that fact, the movie held itself pretty well. There is some dialogue like the human characters later on in the film, but definitely the first 3/4 of an hour there is very, very little dialogue at all. And it just goes to show that actions do speak louder than words. The fact that also the two main characters don't have any facial features, they just have eyes. Wally has eyebrow things, but it's amazing how Pixar can express so much emotion using just eyes. It's actually, I imagine it's quite a difficult task, but they do it pretty well. Overall, I enjoyed the film quite a lot. It's, I'd say it's a love story. Yeah, it's a love story with a comic adventure sort of thing going on. I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. So if you get a chance to see it in the cinema, do, because it's obviously more impressive on the big screen. Don't really know what else I can say about it. It was good. I'm definitely going to get it on DVD as soon as it comes out. It's depressing a lot. There's a lot of depressing moments in it, which is actually quite surprising considering it's a kids' movie. You can imagine a 5 or 6 year old probably bawling their eyes out. But right up until the end, in fact, there's just, downer after downer after downer. And there's usually a bit of comic relief, but it's usually not as powerful as the whole depressing motive beforehand. So yes, that's that. Not much of a review, but what can you say about a film with hardly any dialogue that's all done in CGI? You can't really compliment the acting because there isn't any. Voice acting, I suppose, is good. There's only one real main character who does any voice acting. I'm going to leave that where it is. I know that's a piece of crap, but there you go. What else was I going to talk about? Last night, Friday night, the 25th of July, between the two showings of the Big Brother Eviction show, big pile of shit, the Kevin Bishop show started. For those of you who don't know who Kevin Bishop is, he's an impressionist, and his show is basically a spoof of other shows. Wow. What a huge steaming pile of shit. The man is overwhelmingly unfunny. I don't know how he even got his own half-an-hour slot on Channel 4 of all channels, especially at such a popular time. I'd rather they just kept showing 8 out of 10 Cats with Jimmy Carr and all the other panellists, because that's hilarious. But no, now we've got this impressionist prick who, to be fair, can't do impressions to save his life. Half the time I didn't know who he was trying to be, unless, you know, except the Jonathan Ross one, but that's quite obvious, anyone can do Jonathan Ross. I'm not going to try, but there you go. Yeah, what a huge piece of shit. I said to my fiance, we were sat on the sofa together, and I said, I'll watch it for 5 minutes, and depending on how funny I find the first 5 minutes, I'll probably go back upstairs and play my game. Yeah, it's really bad. It's shit. Which is, you know, I can say that for quite a lot of TV these days. I don't watch much TV, but what I do watch, or what I do see, is shit. There isn't any particular show playing at the moment that I will go downstairs to sit and watch. Bearing in mind I only have the 4 channels, you know, ITV, Channel 4, and BBC 1 and 2, and Channel 5, but nothing ever good shows on Channel 5. Channel 5 is just a huge arse of a channel. Maybe this wasn't going to be as long as I thought it was. I had something else to talk about, but yes, maybe starting another channel with a friend from work. Maybe some other people, if we can. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the 5 Awesome Guys concept, where there's 5 of them and each of them makes a video on each weekday. I haven't actually watched much of it, so I don't know what to think about it yet, but I've been asked at work if I would like to do something similar to that, and seems like a good idea. So keep your eye out for that. If it does happen, I'll send you a link to the video. I've got a lot of stuff planned for my other account, which, if you don't know, is Urban Nebula, and I'll link that over there as well. Other than that, I haven't got anything to say. Oh, the new look. You may have noticed I'm high contrast. You may have noticed that I'm high contrast, overly exposed, and it looks like shit. That's my new style. I kind of like it. It makes me look mysterious. How do you do? I'm Vincent. Surname. So yes. I need to shave. Sorry. Before I go, I've had a lot of comments on my response to Dr. Ashen's 5 Facts video, saying they look like Connor from Primeval. I haven't got a clue what any of you are talking about, I'm afraid. So if anyone can verify that, send me a link to my email address, or post a comment up here with a link. Oh no, you can't do that. Or post a comment and let me know whether I can find a picture of Connor from Primeval. I really don't have a clue what you're talking about. And I've had a few comments saying I look like Yahtzee. Yeah. Yahtzee's far more successful than I am, or ever will be. Oh God, my voice went. Yeah,